This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
I don't know if you saw this lady that was stealing stuff from the cemetery.
No.
Monroe woman. Monroe is on the bubble these days. Things are getting weird down in Monroe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty judgy of you.
Monroe woman accused of selling items she stole from local cemeteries. Doesn't that come with like a curse or something? Doesn't that come with like a 10-year curse?
That's cringy AF, dude. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this here. That's about right. That's about right, ain't it?
Karma ain't gonna look kindly on her.
A Monroe woman has been charged in a series of cemetery thefts. Carrie Thompson. God, I hate to call her out, but
Yeah.
I feel like if I say her name, I'm going to be cursed.
Don't say it 3 times.
That's the secret. Carrie Thompson of Monroe charged with 40 counts concealing stolen property. Detective Sergeant Daniel Skitrude of the Monroe Police Department. There is so much weird stuff down there, they actually have a detective. They received a tip of items being listed for sale that looked like stuff taken from local cemeteries. Slightly used
Jesus.
ceramic angels. Several items posted on Facebook Marketplace, similar to the items that were placed on cemetery gravesites. They went to Thompson's home and noticed a few of the items sitting around the property.
She's like, why would you even buy lawn tchotchkes? You could get it for free at the cemetery.
That led to a search warrant. Things snowballed. They were able to cover 100 stolen items from graveyards, Thompson's home, and an abandoned garage. Skitrude. Columbo here, ma'am. Skitrude. I've heard the name bandied about the place. Legendary in the greater Greene County area for solving crimes of mailbox. You know, kids. It's Wisconsin. It's kids. It's the alcohol.
Gosh darn kids.
Gosh darn kids. She took items from cemeteries in Rock and Lafayette County. 40 of the items mentioned in the charging document include a solar turtle. May you rot in hell, lady.
Those are like $35.
Oh, those can't be cheap. The turtle once sat at the headstone of Jacob Ellefson,
Oh, dude.
who was 14 when he died. We're all going to hell. Coffee break.
This bitch. It's nice. I got a hazelnut.
I got one from our coffee machine. Horrible.
Pencil shavings.
Squeezed to a sock. It's fantastic.
And they charge you for it.
According to his mother, Terry Ellison, Jacob's friends pooled their money together to buy the turtle to put on Jacob's gravesite. They eventually named the turtle Sheldon.
Get it?
Ellison and her family heartbroken when they realized Sheldon was missing. Who would go to the cemetery and steal from a dead kid? A crackhead. Officials say when they saw Sheldon in Thompson's car, said they saw Sheldon in Thompson's car, but when they went back with a warrant, the turtle statue was gone.
Oh, this bitch.
I've always wanted to ask her first, can I have Sheldon back, Ellison said. Second of all, how would you like this if this was your family member? Ellison told 27 News something like this only makes grieving harder. You've put us families through a lot, and again, it's just a trinket, but it meant a lot.
It's not just a trinket, honey.
I try not to cry the first 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah, I get my crying done on the way into work.
Listening to the best ofs.
Yeah.
Ellison said she's disappointed with the misdemeanor charge and would have liked to see a stricter penalty. She's staying hopeful all victims get justice.
Honey.
Thompson scheduled to be in court January 23rd. Anybody that recognizes him, that's why do we have strict? Well, not strict, but why are we so cushy with assholes? I am going to submit a no cushy for asshole amendment to the Constitution. What would you give her? What if you were a judge and you could? I'm sure you can only give her so much.
Yeah.
It's a misdemeanor, whatever. Slap on the wrist, but
Right. Unfortunately, being an asshole isn't a felony, right?
No.
Um,
No.
You know,
It's just like you don't need a law for something you think somebody would never do.
Right.
Isn't that amazing?
Sometimes you gotta let the universe sort it out, dude. You know, like I bet you Carrie's life ain't that great, and it ain't gonna improve. I don't know. I'd make the bitch. She needs to replace the things she stole from these families.
I mean, why is it?
You got to do that first.
Why isn't it grave robbing? That used to be a pretty serious. That's still
that's taking a body.
Same thing. You're in a graveyard. She was. This was like the next thing she would have been doing would be stealing rings and jewelry.
Going in and taking people's gold teeth.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's how it starts.
Is it?
Turtle today. Absolute gutter trash. What the hell is going on down there? Monroe, I'm holding you responsible. I'm looking at you, Monroe.
Don't you dare.
Not cool, man. A solar turtle. I can't even finish the show.
We should probably go home.
Oh, man. Oh, man. She's hiding behind a bush waiting for it to get dark going, oh, yeah, I had my eye on that solar turtle for a week. I get $4 for that on the Facebook market, no doubt about it.
Well, we used to have, weren't there people that stayed at the graveyard and watched the graveyard?
Sitting there going, oh, that's a fresh grave. I'm going to steal all the turtles. That's a fresh one. They just put him in the
grave. She probably was stoked for holidays when people came out. And,
no doubt.
You know,
or like
Memorial Days or jam.
That's exactly right. That's a Veterans Day, whatever, have you. Those were big, big nights out for her.
Yeah, well, she's a C word.
I'm an archaeologist. That turtle, that might have been a Egyptian. Egyptian.
Just Egyptian. They have turtles in Egypt. And then clearly she had no boundaries. You're taking stuff off a 14-year-old's grave.
Correct.
And you don't care.
Right. No.
Yeah, I mean, that's just.
No.
Not that one life is more valuable than the other, but grieving your dead child is a little different than grieving your old grandma.
I know that I heard the 911 call from Monroe and the detective when he put it out for a search on this gutter trash. If you didn't hear it, I'll play the call back. But, yeah, they don't mess around in Monroe. There's no doubt this lady was not going to get away with it. Let's play the 911.
I'm working on it, you asshole.
This was put out.
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Our fugitive has been on the run for 90 minutes. Average foot speed over uneven ground, barring injuries, 4 miles an hour. That gives us a radius of
6 miles. 6 miles, right.
What I want out of each and every one of you is a hard target search of every gas station,
graveyard,
residence,
cemetery,
warehouse, farmhouse,
mausoleum,
outhouse, a doghouse
church.
In that area. Checkpoints go up at 15 miles. Go get him.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Didn't you watch Poltergeist? When you only move the headstones, this lady's front yard has got to be lit for Halloween. She's gonna have to give back the best.
I mean, but like a cute Halloween though, little turtles and glass vases.
He's talking about souls coming.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I hear you. Yeah, it is. It's dreadful, isn't it? It makes me sick. Makes me sick. Probably some homemade things. Man, oh man. Hi, how's it going? Hello. Hello.
I didn't kill my wife.
What? I wonder if she's a drug addict. Because the drug addicts start with the low hanging fruit, just the first thing you see. That's what a drug addict starts with, right?
I don't know. I don't really hang out with a lot of them. I don't know. I thought they went in and took copper wires for places.
What is the charge for a porch pirate if you get caught? Same thing?
Probably misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor stuff.
But wait, no, you're opening someone's mail.
Boom, that's federal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like you cannot go. We learned this this Christmas. You know you're not supposed to. It's illegal to put something in somebody's mailbox.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
How'd you find out?
I don't remember. Christy told me. She's like, oh, yeah. We were driving around handing out our Christmas cards. I don't think anybody was going to turn us in. But it's like, oh. I'm like, really? Yeah, that makes sense. Sure, why not? Hi, how's it going?
Hey, what do you think of her mugshot? She doesn't look like she's showing any remorse whatsoever.
Yeah, well, because she's not in trouble. I mean, yeah, she doesn't care.
No.
She doesn't care. Yeah, she's gutter, man. Damn crackhead. I'd say that I call her the C word, but I get in trouble, then I get kicked off the air.
She's from the country.
She's from. And now.
Yes, dude.
A reading from a little fable I like to call The Huntery in the Country by John Danger. There once was some gutter trash. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, it's pretty low stealing a turtle. You know, the solar turtles are pretty bad. Next thing you know, this lady's going to start going out there and stealing snow angels.
Stop it.
I refuse to acknowledge that phone call. Hi.
Hey, that lady, all the families should get together and make some flyers and hand them around town and blacklist her.
Yeah.
Say what she did and don't slander, just
Public shamer.
Right.
Yeah, and then she no getting a job. She's got to move out of town and blah, blah, blah.
You know, when they used to hang people in the Wild West, they'd put a sign on them, horse thief and man burner or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Give her a scarlet letter.
Right. Yeah, thanks.
Hey,
true.
The doctor handed me a baby the other day and said, your wife didn't make it. So what'd you give it to me for?
Genius. How'd you like to...
Jesus Christ.
How'd you like to be sitting there writing out a check, and there's a turtle sitting on your desk as a paperweight from a dead kid's grave?
Right. Well, and if she's selling them on Facebook Marketplace, I don't know if y'all ever tried to buy anything on Facebook Marketplace, but those are some irritating interactions, or selling this.
I'd like to be negotiating with her.
Is this turtle still available?
There's some dirt on it. I'm not giving you $20. You know, it's just... It's so, and they don't know. The people didn't know.
No.
You know? Oh, I'm a wholesaler. I'm a second. I collect things. Yee. Hi, how's it going?
Arch your back and raise your toes. Assume the position and bury your nose.
It's good advice. Don't leave anything. It's almost like when they these guys that go around flipping door handles in your driveway at 3 o'clock in the morning, which you should not do because I get up at 3 in the morning, asshole. Do not leave anything valuable in your back seat or at a cemetery.
Well, who would think?
Yeah,
you're just putting trinkets.
It's a $12 turtle.
You know, those solar turtles are more because trust me, I looked at one. I love turtles. But you think that's kind of a sacred place.
Right. You would hope that would be the last sacred place. I mean, there's no doubt people know. You drive by, you see it every day. You know, there's bicycles left on the side of the road, you know, in memoriam, stuff like that. You know, I'm surprised that hasn't gotten ripped off. There's one on the west side of town. I'm shocked it's still there. Somebody hasn't taken it and pawned it off.
Yeah, we're surrounded by assholes.
But I'm not surprised.
But you can't let it. This is one asshole.
Yeah, right. Now, I know. I always have to think about that.
You know?
It's just one dickhead.
We've gone this long without having to deal with it.
Yeah. And then we had the lady in Colorado that was sawing off body parts and selling them to laboratories. And
her lawyer... She was so passionate about medical research.
Yes.
Right.
I'm doing you a favor.
Right. Thank you.
Without dead guys, we wouldn't have contact lenses.
So you lying to these families, totally justified because of your passion for medical research. Okay.
Hi, how's it going?
I like turtles.
Yes, thank you.
Pull that up.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. I like the turtles that are not stolen and sold out of the trunk of a car in the
I like turtles. I like turtles.
Best Buy parking lot.
All right, Jonathan. All right.
Who doesn't like turtles, dude? There's no doubt about it.
Assholes.
We love turtles. All right, wrap it up. I gotta go.
Hi, guys. This is Carrie.
Hi, buddy. What's up?
Before I go grave robbing, I like to flick a bean on a random grave.
Jesus Christ. Y'all are terrible.
Are you done with your little comedy show? Are you done, sir? Horrible. All right, shut up already. We got it.
I know, dude.
Why can't we have nice things anymore? Why?
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, what did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Get over here and slow dance with me, you son of a bitch. That's a perfect reaction.
Okay, mommy.
Okay, now...
Say hi. Who wears the pants in this family?
It's not a good slow dance unless one of you is scared. So, this is crazy. This story popped up because, don't judge me on this. Judge me for an array of other reasons. But I was driving. I think I was driving out to the barn, whatever. But I've been seeing people's discarded Christmas trees.
Oh, here we go.
And for some reason, and it's like a visceral reaction. I see the tree, I get sad for the tree.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not sad for Christmas because that's not really your bag, man.
You know, it's like used, and it brings joy, and then it's just tossed. It's like a hooker. It's just tossed away.
Right.
You know. And so then this story came up. Did you know you can eat your Christmas tree?
I really didn't pay attention to it, but I've heard it. Of like recipes for parts of your tree.
Right.
Yes.
There's a whole cookbook.
It seems to be gaining traction this year.
It does.
For some reason. I've heard about it more than ever.
I don't know if...
Now that's weird because we have a fake tree and I started chewing on it.
I've been pulling tinsel out of your asshole since.
She's been pulling tinsel out of my butt for a week. So I... Look.
Anyway. Very uncomfortable.
Not real bright. I got a hanger.
Scooting on the carpet. Jesus. Anyway, I don't know if it's going to make me feel better to know that people are eating their tree rather than throwing it away. Who knows?
Right.
Give me PC2. This is Julia Jorgalis, whatever. She's the author of How to Eat Your Christmas Tree.
Hello.
This is different ways to ingest your damn tree.
How to Eat Your Christmas Tree is a cookbook that explores the unsung edible heroes of our forests, the humble Christmas trees and their evergreen friends. In the US and UK alone, 40 million trees are harvested and thrown away each year. My Little Green Cookbook's 22 delicious recipes with ideas such as Christmas tree cured salmon, spruce flavoured ice cream, and Christmas tree alcohol.
Listen, I don't think you can eat the whole tree, but that's a lot. That's a lot of salmon.
Yeah.
But I get it. You're just flavoring stuff with the pine.
I should go see my doctor. I should make an appointment today. I think since I started eating my fake tree, I've come down with a raging case of tonsillitis. It's supposed to be tonsillitis. No, that didn't even make sense, did it?
Did you over-explain that one?
Yeah, I mansplained.
It's okay.
I'd be the worst stand-up comedian. I'd stop and make sure everybody knew.
Or the best. I don't
what I was talking about.
I don't know.
All right.
So there is that information. Do you have any sort of emotional reaction when you see trees on the side of the road?
No, I really haven't thought about it. Now I will probably have a case of the heebie-jeebies, but no, I don't. Yeah, well, it's it has no feelings. I don't know how to.
Are you sure?
I mean, when I throw out you might as well. It's the same as throwing out an old pair of jeans. Do you get verklempt when you throw out some old jeans?
This is how I know you haven't taken mushrooms before in your life.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Mom! Mommy! 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 Mama! 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 Ma! 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 Mom! 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 Mommy! Mommy! Mama! Mama! Mama!
What?
Hi. Okay, 42-year-old skank in Michigan named Kendra Licari. Hey, man, I went to Licari's the other day for lunch. Have you been there in a while?
No.
Holy crap.
Where's this at?
Great. Licari's? Over by Firehouse Subs and Perkins and the Super 8 Motel there off Todd Drive.
Yeah, no, I don't know that.
You don't know that bar?
No. Oh, wait.
You have to know that bar. Everybody knows that bar.
I don't know that bar.
It's been around forever.
No.
I'll take you there sometime.
Where's it at over there?
It's over behind the Firehouse Subs. Behind the Perkins.
Well, I know where the Perkins is. It's behind the Perkins.
Yeah.
Isn't there a big metal building right behind the Perkins?
Maybe.
Vague.
You have to go, like you're going to that Quick Trip there that used to be the PDQ.
Yeah, the two the competing Quick Trips there.
Yeah, and then you...
okay, I don't know that.
Instead of going right or left at the stop sign that's there, you go through.
That would be an odd place for me to stop.
Yeah,
I mean, I predominantly...
Mix it up a little bit.
I hear you. But for me to get off there, yeah, why would I get off there? There's the new mustard furniture place over there. What else have I seen over there? There's the Popeyes chickens there at Fish Hatchery Road, you son of a bitch.
Well, but you're going to go there to eat for lunch, and it's good food.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyway, shout out to Licari's.
10-4.
So, Kendra Licari, no relation to the bar. That's fantastic. Was arrested recently in Michigan. She cyberbullied her own damn daughter and the boy that her daughter was dating. The harassment went on for over a year. Included 349 pages of text and social media messages. This is a mother cyberbullying her own kid.
What was she saying?
She was doing it anonymously and was, I guess, kind of sophisticated about it. She used a VPN to cover up her tracks digitally.
Why did she do it?
Just stop. Can I do the story? She changed up her vocab to even pretend like she was a kid.
That's what I thought.
She even tried to frame another student for the harassment, so she is a real huntery in the country. Ugh. At first, the victim even went to her mom for help. Mom, help me. This bitch is cyberbullying me. And shockingly, the mom was like, well, whatever.
Mother of the year.
So that didn't work. So then the kid told authorities. The investigation went on for about a year.
Wow.
Before the mom was caught. So she had 5 charges, stalking, obstruction of justice, using a computer to commit a crime. That's a felony. So this C word is looking at like 20 years in jail.
Oh, wow. Everybody loses.
Yeah. Now, she did not like the dude that her daughter was dating.
So she was trying to get her away from him.
And she's just an abuser. She's just an abuser. Disturbing, humiliating, and mean text messages.
That's like the computer version of Munchausen. where you're trying to be somebody else to somebody more important to somebody in your life.
Right. Instead of making your kids sick, you're making them emotionally scarred.
Right.
Good work out of you.
Thank you.
So the 42-year-old was a basketball coach at her daughter's school at the time of the actions. So who knows how many other girls she's actually harassed and damaged.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was some of the stuff she was saying? Do you have it?
No. Nope.
Okay.
It says just mean and humiliating.
Oh, that stinks.
Hate messages.
Evil looks, yeah.
Yeah, like what? Like why?
Yeah, well, she's lonely, or she gets off on her daughter suffering and coming to her. Clearly, the Munchausen.
Yeah.
Munchausen thing. Did you do a little Munchausen last night?
No, but I did over the weekend, my man.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Why do you make me say these things?
You're listening to the radio.
But it was consensual Munchausen, wasn't it?
Goddamn right it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just, you got to go through life. How many awful people do you think you meet in a day? What's your best?
Isn't it?
What's your best guess?
Yeah.
Because I saw a stat once that I think you talked to in your lifetime. Or no, is it a year? You talk to like 6 murderers a year.
Well, right.
I'm like, what?
It's tough to say because oftentimes these people that are abusers like this are pretty charming.
Oh, totally. They don't even know. They're not bad people. Yeah, they live in their own world.
Yeah. So it's tough to say. I like to believe the best in everybody, but I also know better.
Yeah.
So
I think half the people I meet are awful.
All right. I'll agree with that.
38% of the people I meet, I believe.
You're really good at picking them out immediately.
Yeah.
Your intuition is...
I know.
You're like at 100%.
I can meet somebody. I have a gift. I can meet somebody within 2 minutes. I know if they're going to last 6 months at this radio station.
Oh, yeah. You know when people are going to get fired before management has a clue.
I don't even know them. I just got to meet them for 2 minutes.
It's insane.
Yep.
And you'll be like, something's wrong with that guy. And I'll be like, no, he's fine. And then like a year later, I'm like, you're right. You always know. It's weird. Now, if you tell me someone's a piece of crap, I just go with it. I'm like, you're right. The odds of you being right, 100%. But we don't really have a full motive on why she did this, other than being an abusive, sadistic asshole.
Yeah.
So
they're
out there.
Yeah. You know those. You hear those stories about adults that go dress up and go to high school.
Right.
Yeah. There's just something tweaked in there. There's just something not. They never graduated mentally from high school.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you, man. They can't let their daughter go. Or you ever see the movie Blockers?
I don't
with
think
John Cena? Yeah, one of the mothers in there. She couldn't let her daughter go, and finally it blew up. And she went to the college furthest away she could go, L.A., to get away from her mother.
Yeah.
It was all funny. It's a funny movie. You've never seen the John Cena movie where he had to do a beer bong in his butthole?
No.
Funny movie. John Cena is very funny.
Yes.
Naturally funny.
Okay.
Did you ever see him in Trainwreck?
No.
Oh, well.
I don't think I've ever seen anything of John Cena's other than memes and that one time we saw him in person in Las Vegas.
That's right.
That's the only references of John Cena I have.
My wife and Skee Ball walked over hammered to John Cena sitting there with his manager in the back of a restaurant, clearly not wanting to be bothered.
Right.
I'm like, oh, God, here we go. He was very nice. He got up, took a picture. He was very, very... He's huge.
Very handsome.
Yeah, like, handsome man.
Yeah.
He really is handsome.
He's got that thing, that X factor.
Guatemalanese.
It's got a natural heat.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for the girl. Now she loses a mom. She's gonna lose. Mom can't cope.
But then well, hopefully the girl gets some therapy because I can only imagine the feelings that she has about that.
What is the
mom sitting there picking on you?
Playbook for when your daughter? Come on in. What's the playbook from when your daughter's dating an asshole? I don't even know what you do.
You got to let it play out. The more you fight it, the worse it's going to get.
You got to let it play.
Yep.
The more she fights back. The more he looks good.
The more you try to shut it down,
Yeah.
the more they're going to sneak around, and the more appealing it is, and
Right,
the more that you become the asshole.
Right. Then he brainwashes you against her.
You just got to let her find out on her own, as tough as it is.
Let it play, man.
Yeah. So there you go.
I feel like I was in a Jason Bourne movie scene right there. The asset is on the move. Let it play.
You were.
Huh?
We've been in a movie this whole time,
Are you
John.
serious? Oh, my God. I'm in Caddyshack. I can't believe it.
All right,
Billy.
That's JJO News. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Billy.
So irritating.
Paul is here from MS. What's up, buddy?
Keeps it interesting.
Does it?
I wish you were sticking around. We're about to have a great butter factory burning conversation.
Oh, fun.
Portage has the butter factory storage unit burned in Portage yesterday.
Do you remember when the big warehouse burned on Cottage Grove Road?
Dude, we were over there. That thing burned for like 2 weeks.
And the cheese and the goo that Well, all that stuff, I tell you, the smell. I couldn't eat a Whopper for 2 years.
You could smell that, dude.
That's unfortunate.
I love a Whopper.
Paul, I told her you could smell that on the west side for a year after that fire was over.
It was terrible.
Yeah. It was incredible. It was like 3 feet of butter going down. It was like a river.
It was gross.
Okay. See, Dad, but you say it's like a river of butter. I'm like, that sounds magical.
I know.
But it's not.
It's not.
You got a ear of corn.
Right.
You think, I know what you're thinking because you're cheap. Free butter. But it's not. It's not free butter.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
All right, let's talk about the Great Butter Fire of 1991 in Madison, Wisconsin. This dude, I believe, lived right across the street from the warehouse on Cottage Grove Road. Hey, man.
Hey, man, what's up?
So what? Tell me what you saw and how that had to. There's butter, like you smell butter, and then there's fat.
Yeah.
It smelled like burnt fat.
I don't know, man. It smelled really delicious to me.
See, I feel like I'd be on this dude's wavelength.
I was just thinking, grab some popcorn and beer, watch it, and just, you really couldn't see much of the flames, really, because it was
it was just black smoke.
Steel warehouse,
Yep.
and so they were having a hard time with it. But man, I mean, it did flame. It's butter, of course.
I think it burned for 2 weeks. I don't think they had that thing out for 2 weeks after the initial cloud went up, whatever.
I just couldn't believe it. It must have been so damn expensive. I mean, then they had to rebuild and shit.
$500,000. Dude, he's keeping butter real right now. I think that was 500,000 square foot of butter, and the firefighter said they had to wade through 3 to 4 feet of butter walking in there to fight that fire.
None of them have eaten butter since.
Oh, man, it's fantastic.
Now, you're kidding around with me about the smell, right? Dude, that was right.
No.
Really?
It did. It smelled delicious. I mean, of course, I caught it right away.
Yeah. You got the good smell, butter smell. The rest of it was
right.
just
The
burnt.
movie theater.
Right.
Melted butter. That's
all right, Johnny, I got to get back at her, okay?
All right, so we
Have a good one, dude.
We had enough butter in a warehouse that burned for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. It's fat, so it makes sense that it would burn forever.
Hi, how's it going?
Look like Orville Redenbacher's wet dream.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, Johnny, how's it going?
Good.
I was actually there as a volunteer firefighter.
There we go.
They brought people in. It was very unprecedented for the city to bring in other fire departments to help because it lasted so long.
Right.
It was a frickin' mess.
What department were you with? How were you in a participatory role there?
Oh, I was with Mount Horeb at the time, and we brought in 2 trucks and then one just to cover like an exposure on like where that culvert is, that side of the building, and just keep it from getting worse. And it was, everybody was flowing so much water, and the Madison trucks that were there, like they couldn't, in a lot of places, they couldn't move their trucks, so they had to bring fuel trucks in because they were just stuck in feet of of the goo.
This is insane.
And one of the reasons they couldn't, put it out, it was hard to get to, but a lot of the tin from the steel from the structure fell in on top of stuff.
There you go.
So all the gook was burning.
Couldn't get to it
underneath. Yeah, and they had to get in there with excavating equipment to pull that sheet metal off and whatever, and get to the actual butter stuff. But almost everybody that went in there, like their gear and stuff, had to all be replaced because no matter how many times you wash it, it would still
greasy.
It would still be combustible. It was, and that stuff's not expensive.
The only other thing I would compare that smell, long-lasting effect of to was when I lived with a buddy of mine. He was a hockey player. I've never smelled anything stinkier in my life than his freaking hockey equipment.
So gross.
It got in my nose. I couldn't get it out of there.
On warm days, you could smell that butter years later.
Yeah, no, it's true.
In that neighborhood.
I know they evacuated pretty much, I don't know how many square miles, but it was like a huge section of people had to leave.
Sure.
I mean, it affected a lot of people. I mean, the firefighters that were at the station across the street, like, they pulled out on the apron and were like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Wow.
They never even got onto the street and knew they had a problem.
So you never got into the building. You were like a perimeter force.
Yeah, we just did like an 8-hour shift and then went home because they were just cycling through people, like, resources and stuff.
Yeah. God, what is the great butter fire? Rest in peace, cheese, butter. All right, man. Hey, thanks. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thanks. There you go, man. It was a big deal. Biggest fire in the city of Madison history, I believe, at the time.
All right.
All right, tell us about
the portage.
Here's the portage. Here's the
PC2.
portage.
Have contained melted butter that leaked into a canal near a dairy processing plant after a massive fire. Good evening, I'm Lee Mills.
And I'm John Stofflet. NBC 15's Marcus Arsvold shares why neighbors were concerned about the flames and if the butter impacted them.
Here in Portage, behind the processing plant. Now let's take a look at it. You can see just how big it is. It starts there, and then we continue along the roof there.
He's got a flashlight.
Now, to get an idea of how close we are and how close homes are, if you look just up this hill, you can see that's where Gary Revel
someone's
lives.
changing in the window.
Now, he explained to me that the flames from the fire kept him up all night.
We weren't sleeping. We were watching all the excitement, or not really excitement, but all the fire and stuff. We were worried about the embers catching this old building.
Aside from seeing the high flames, Gary Revel says the smell was a dead giveaway on what was burning specifically.
Just smelled like a whole bunch of burnt butter, I guess. Just that buttery smell.
Portage Public Works Director Philip Livingston confirms the flames caused butter to melt and leak into the canal behind Revel's home.
We were notified as soon as the event took place to start the remediation process at that point.
Livingston's crew called a plumbing company to clear as much butter out of the water as possible.
So the butter is an organic material, so there is no immediate concern as far as any harm to the environment itself. It's just a matter of removing that contained substance.
Revels hopes this doesn't prevent fish from swimming through this summer.
We were hoping to have fish back in here soon, because there hasn't really been fish in there in a long time, just bluegills. And once in a while you'll see like a northern swim through.
Here's what's left of the butter residue. We can still see some flowing along the surface of the canal. It still goes down to the barriers that are stopping it right over there. Now, Livingston tells me that it does not cause any danger towards fish, so they'll still be able to swim through. As to the extent of the fire and the damage in the building, it's still under investigation. In Portage, Marcus Arsvold, NBC 15.
Good job, Mark.
I've been watching that Marcus Arsvold a little bit. He has not had a good night's sleep since he got out of TV reporting college.
He's like our Connor, right? We just like throw him on everything.
He's
no, did you just got done working a 10-hour shift? Well, we need you here.
Marcus, we want you to actually swim in the river of butter and taste it and tell us what it tastes like.
Totally.
See if you can see what a fish can see. Get in there, Marcus.
Right.
Marcus Arsvold. What was I going to say about butter? That is like a very mini version. They had containment, it looks like, on what they talk about a river. Now, you were talking about, like I said, a stream of butter.
Yeah.
When it happened here in town. And who knew that stuff was so explosive?
I'm going to go fill my cup in the butter creek.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Being a chef is more dangerous than we think.
I mean, you think about oil.
Sure.
It's just like that. It's fuel, brah.
The Wisconsin butter fire.
What a time to be alive, man. Wisco be hopping. Well, I'm glad the fish are going to be okay. I hope
I gotta say,
Gary gets to fish.
I got to say, when it comes to you reporting the news, you really churned up a lot of interviews there.
You took my freaking joke I made off air, you son of a bitch.
You really churned up the interviews there, the eyewitness accounts. Very proud of you.
I'm glad I could show you the way.
Hi, how's it going?
Get that?
Hey, just get your mom out there and suck that butter up.
Jesus. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, so in the Cottage Grove one, my dad actually worked for the company that did cleanup on that.
Sure.
Okay.
And he still has pictures, and he was showing me it was insane, because all that after it melts, it still kind of congeals back together to
like
a
fat.
semi-solid state.
Yeah, it's fat.
And they were just had bulldozers pushing it into large piles.
Oh my God, dude!
Yeah, it was just. When he explains it, it just sounds so crazy. And some of the photos that he was showing me, it was just giant piles of just burnt fat that they were loading into trucks, and it was getting stuck in the bed of the trucks. And it just, man, when he talks about it, sometimes it's just that sounds so insane.
I can't. I'm like piles of butter. It's just crazy.
And then all the building structure mixed into it, so you'd have to pull out a piece, big pieces of sheet metal that were all covered in stuff, and
I'm pretty.
Yeah, everything stayed well lubed.
I am motivated. I'm pretty good at writing a killer parody. I'm gonna write a song set to the record of the Edmund Fitzgerald of the Great Butterfire of Madison.
Oh my God. You're really working the Edmund Fitzgerald, dude.
I know. I've got the couple that got hit by a buffalo out in Sturgis. I got that set to the song, so I'll do the Great Butterfire to the record of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
You'll have a whole repertoire.
Yeah, I'll have a repertoire. My repertoire. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, have a great night.
I appreciate that. Oh, my God. That guy was a marginally good caller.
Are we rating callers now? We should fill out comment cards.
He was a marginally.
Oh, no. Well, you missed my way joke.
I know. No, I got your way joke. I understand it completely. So, yeah, the scope and breadth of the Great Butterfire was, it was a big deal. Yeah. It was a big deal, man. It was can butter burn?
Oh, yeah.
How did that happen? Could that ever happen again? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what our contingency is for burning butter these days. I don't know if our response. We have an emergency response team, and there were meetings and sub meetings, and
it seems like something we would waste money on, practicing over and over again for something that'll probably never happen.
Like an 800-page manual on how to put out a butter storage warehouse fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally. Our friend Ross texted in and said, those sound like pre-buttered fish out there in Portage.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
Big Day brought to you by Cruisin' Chubbies in the Dells. They got up to 30 entertainers a night. That's 60 tits. Still the best party around. Spacious atmosphere unlike many other clubs, so spread out at Cruisin' Chubbies.
Just lost my fake it ain't.
Good.
Crap!
That's awesome.
Crap! Come on, man.
Show's terrible.
Yeah, I'm not very proud of it.
That's okay.
So I'm changing my name to Jenny
Benny.
Jenny Benny. 2 first names. Weird. Michelle is here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You
What?
want to know something funny?
What?
I was literally just buttering my toast when you guys were talking about the butter.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
See, she's spreading it on liberally here in Madison.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Michelle, we are going to give you the floor here and let you I nominate her as Speaker of the House, moaner of the House. See how we get things done.
Man, yeah, we're killing it.
All right, Michelle.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah.
Good.
Dude.
Butter. Spread the word. That is fantastic. We are 2 for 2. Pretty proud of ourselves. We might go home early today, actually. Might air this and head on out. Good morning.
Hi.
Hey, man.
All right.
Hey, thanks for checking in. Morning.
It's falling and it can't get up.
Good morning.
Hey, thanks for checking in. I think there's a little competition happening.
Good morning.
I got some jelly for that toast.
Oh, my. That jelly's disgusting. Oh, God.
I can smell it. I can smell it over here. Gross. So gross. Smells like that butter smells like broccoli.
Dude, if your load smells like broccoli, I'm concerned. Jesus Christ. Is anyone else thinking about... Oh.
Hey. All right, Michelle. Well, listen. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, that was...
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
No, that's a very nice change of pace.
Well, thank you.
Usually we leave this segment, the 8 o'clock hour, as a void of entertainment, so we appreciate the effort.
Not a problem. I'm glad I enjoyed it as much as you did. Trust me.
On behalf of a lot of unhappy married men out there listening, we appreciate you.
Never having toast again.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Taco Tuesdays will be changed to Pizza Thursday.
Hey!
I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella and anchovy. I like pizza with salami, extra cheese and oregano. I like pizza with tomato. I like pizza. We like pizza. We like pizza in the morning. We like pizza every day. We like pizza in the evening. We like pizza anyway. I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella and anchovy. I like pizza with salami, eggs and cheese and everything you eat a slice. To you it's just a treat. Pizza is my life. Classy dish, double pepperoni, give me your stuffed crust, no anchovies, pizza rolls, pickle bites, cheesy crisps is what I like, put it in the oven, I don't care, I'm not very picky, warm and delicious, spicy, stinky, cut it into 8 squares or triangles, all I really want is pizza to me.
Dick.
Yeah. You say it 3 times, I show up.
I love it. All right. Little Caesar.
Little Caesar!
They have slices and sticks pizza. Have you seen this?
No, tell me more. And I'll tell you what I know after you tell me what you know.
So this is making you not have to choose between breadsticks or a slice of pizza. It slices and sticks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So from extra cheese to meat lovers to even those veggies, some people's preferences might be left off in order when you're doing like a big group order, right? Or maybe you're like, hey, dude, there's only 2 of us. We can't eat a whole pizza and breadsticks.
Yeah, that's what we usually cancel out the breadsticks these days, just so we don't overload.
Right.
And we do overload.
So now I guess they've had this before. Little Caesars slices and sticks delighted pizza fans by offering pepperoni pizza on one side and cheese breadsticks on the other. Whether people enjoyed ripping, dipping, or folding the pie, it was a simple solution to giving everyone their preferred taste around the table. But for this new year, the Little Caesars slices and sticks are getting a flavor upgrade. The sticks portion can now be topped with jalapenos or bacon.
Oh, whoa.
Dude, yes. The sticks with jalapenos on it.
Nice.
Shut up and touch my nipples.
Bleh.
What's better than the iconic combination of delicious pepperoni pizza and cheesy breadsticks? Nothing!
Class dismissed.
So that's pretty badass. Little Caesars stepping up. The pepperoni pizza and cheese breadsticks is just $6.99. If you do it with the jalapeno or the bacon on there, it's only $7.99. I can't even deal with how amazing that is.
Yeah.
They're so reasonably priced.
Yeah,
and like the best reheat.
I just read an article about the surging and the taking over the world of Little Caesars as they roll out worldwide.
Little Caesars is like, it's our time.
Yeah, they're kind of taking the quick trip philosophy worldwide. They want to have a Little Caesars within, dotted across the world, so you're never out of reach of a Little Caesars. That's the plan. But this thing with the NFL really accelerated that. They've got merch, social media, products, interactive, and all this stuff. I mean, they're going for broke, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ordered.
They're all in.
The other night, we haven't had it in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We got Pizza Pit out there in Lake Mills. Shout out to Pizza Pit Lake Mills. What up?
I like the Pizza Pit, dude.
First of all, it was beautiful. We opened up the pizza box, and Avery was like, whoa.
Whoa, it's a portal to heaven.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, it's been a long time since we had the Pizza Pit, and I don't know if something changed, maybe management or something changed over there, because we were not interested in ordering it for a long time. We were not pleased with our experience. But I tell you what, that is the best pizza I've had in a very long time.
Yeah,
very long time.
The routine used to be the pizza twins. You just get the twofer and take care of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked gorgeous. It tasted gorgeous. It was wonderful.
I feel like when I got to Madison in 1990,
yeah,
Pizza Pit was the king.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much sub pizza genre out there. Flatbread. I mean, there's so much stuff out there now. Frozen has really surged. And now you're fighting world domination from Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Well,
and so Avery likes hand tossed crust.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we ordered, he's like, is there hand tossed? I was like, get this. It's all hand tossed.
That's what a teenager would say. Is this on?
Is that a masturbation joke?
It was.
About my kid?
It was.
It's kind of weird.
Awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually horrible. I actually feel horrible. Anyways. Once a teenager, always a teenager.
I guess so.
Right.
Yeah. So whatever. If it's been a minute since you tried the Pizza Pit, give her a shot.
I couldn't recommend it more.
Yeah, and I love Little Caesars too. It's been a long time. I'm gonna have to get some Little Caesars because it's been a while.
Yeah. There's just so much pizza option out there. It's incredible.
There really is. Yeah.
And so much pizza.
And again, shout out to Angelo's in McFarland. They're amazing.
It's we got a little trip coming up, and I'm trying to lose some weight. Trying to get my awesome six-pack back.
If you're craving pizza, I can give you low-carb pizza suggestions.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want them. But it's hard. You have to stop eating.
You don't want to lose weight, do you?
You have to. Well, I've already written off dry January. I'm full on wet January.
Me too, if you know what I'm saying, John.
Good. Is that a masturbation joke? Yeah. But I'm trying to limit my pizza intake, which is really hard to do in this town because I love pizza so much. But man, yeah, I have lots of matzo left in the freezer that just is calling my name.
Wait till you're hungover.
I know. I'll just eat the whole thing.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.